The Cotswolds, a land filled with stunning surroundings, cute little villages, picturesque English stone cottages, and endless rivers which flow from one village to the next. Towns providing lovely places to see, from small fairy tale-like churches to gigantic awe-inspiring cathedrals and castles with magical ruins and gardens. The Cotswolds has been known by many as England's best countryside and has even been the inspiration and location for some of the world's most famous movies such as Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. In this video, we'll cover all of the must-see places for you, as well as where you can grab some really good food and drinks, and even some of the best viewing points looking over this magical landscape known as the Cotswolds. First up, we're going to show you what the Cotswolds is famous for, and that is the villages. Filled with over 20 gorgeous little villages offering beautiful views, cute little cottages, tasty places to eat and drink, and surrounded by stunning countryside walks in between. Now, I'm not going to talk about all of the villages, however, here are a few of my favourites and also ones that you really shouldn't miss out on. First is Burton on the Water. This village has to be one of the most visited due to the River Windrush, which is a small shallow river with cute stone bridges to cross over and is lined with small shops, pubs, cafes and other places to eat and drink. The village has many stone cottages also nearby for you to explore, and amazingly the village itself dates all the way back to 4000 BC, where pottery was found and is now placed in the British Museum in London. Due to the village's popularity, it does get very busy in the holiday season, so if you want to explore a more quieter time, try to get there before 10 AM or after 5 PM. Now we come to Upper and Lower Slaughter, two very small villages a 20-minute walk from one another. These villages don't really have places to shop, however there are a few country hotels with restaurants. But the main reason that people visit here is mainly for the cute village houses, and also they're not as busy as the other villages. Lower Slaughter seems to be the smaller of the two. Here you can take a 5-minute stroll along the River Eye and you'll see most of the village. The River Eye also leads you to Upper Slaughter, which is a small circular walk that takes around 20 minutes to complete. Now we bring you to the charming village of Bibury. This village has been said by some to be the most beautiful village in England due to its lovely stone buildings along the River Colne. It also includes the famous Arlington Row, which is one of England's most photographed places. So photographed, in fact, it has even been included in UK passports. The Arlington Row cottages are owned by the National Trust and are lived in by National Trust tenants. However, one of them is available to rent out as a holiday cottage. Another nice thing to do in Bibury is to visit England's oldest working trout farm. The grounds here are beautiful and you don't have to fish here to visit. You can relax in their cafe, play some crazy golf even, or just take a nice stroll. Now right in the northeast corner of Bibury, just next to the bridge, you can also find the only hotel and pub in the village. I didn't get to go in sadly, but I have been told it's a lovely place to stay, especially for couples. Just make sure that you stay out of their Swan Hotel, as it is exclusively for wildlife only. Now it's time to show you some of the Cotswolds' most spectacular and stunning views. First up is Cleves Hill. 330 metres above sea level makes this the highest viewing point in the Cotswolds. The views here across the countryside are fantastic, and it's a great place to go for a walk, as you'll find lots of farm animals and places to sit down while enjoying the view. You can also drive and park for free right at the top, so don't worry about any long walks uphill. Now the second, which has to be my favourite of the two, is Broadway Tower. This tower is set on its own within a 200-acre estate of beautiful parkland. The walks are lovely here, and there's also a nuclear bunker that you can see on certain days of the week. However, the main attraction is the tower. Upon entering the tower, you'll be greeted by friendly and helpful staff who sell tickets for around £14 each. Once you've paid, you can make your way to the winding staircases, which connect to rooms with Georgian interior, displaying how 18th century parties took place. On reaching the top of the tower, a wonderful view of the Cotswolds awaits you. On a clear day, the tower overlooks 16 counties and offers some spectacular sunsets. However, I got unlucky with the weather while I was there, but I still enjoyed the breathtaking views over the Cotswolds. Broadway Town is also definitely worth a visit. This little town is filled with cute houses, lovely gardens which are free to explore, and some lovely independent shops. It also has an amazing fish and chip restaurant that I stopped off at by chance, and after tasting their fish and chips, I searched the Cotswolds on Google for fish and chips, and it was the first one that came up with the best review ratings. I was lucky enough to meet the owner and his lovely family while I was there, who allowed me to film and also informed me that they had recently won an award for their fish and chips. So if you do visit this town, or even if you're nearby, this is definitely a place to eat at. Another town that I enjoyed visiting was Stow on the Wold. At just under 800 feet, this small market town is the highest in the Cotswolds. The impressive market square, which is the town's highlight, is surrounded by cosy townhouses, antique shops, inns and cafes, all built from local stone. One cafe in particular I enjoyed was Coach House Coffee, which I was told is a local favourite and has nice views looking into the town square while enjoying your food and drinks. There is also St Edward's Church, which has interesting history and was even used as a prison during the Civil War back in 1646 because it was the only lockable building in the town. But the main reason people come here is for the photos of the beautiful fairy tale-like door outside sitting between two ancient yew trees. Rumours have it even that J.R.R. Tolkien himself got inspiration from this door for his Lord of the Rings movies. The Cotswolds is filled with history dating back well over 1,000 years ago, and one of the most spectacular places to see this history is by visiting Gloster Cathedral. This gigantic, iconic building shows you some of the best architecture in England. You'll find the building filled with magnificent stained glass and medieval architecture, as well as the tomb of King Edward II, who many believe was responsible for having the cathedral built. You may also find that the hallways of the cathedral might bring back fond memories as they were used in the Harry Potter movie franchise for the School of Hogwarts. Now, visiting this marvellous attraction is a definite must and will truly leave you in awe. The attraction is also surprisingly free, but donations are welcome. Now, if you like Gloster Cathedral, you're going to love Suday Castle. Located in the small pretty town of Winchcombe and surrounded by the Surrey Hills sits this magical castle. Over 1,000 years of history lays within the castle walls, including visits from kings and queens. And although the inside of the castle is very impressive, what many come here to see are the magical gardens which are filled with mazes, finely cut bushes shaping history, and lots of flowers and plant life. There's also some beautiful ruins that look like something from a fairy tale, which remain a special feature of the castle. Within the gardens you can also find a small church which holds Catherine Parr's tomb, the only queen that ever survived King Henry VIII. A playground zoo for children filled with model animals which will keep them entertained for ages can also be found in the gardens too. And of course, as you leave the castle, a souvenir shop and cafe. Now, this castle is only open at certain times of the year, so do check their website before visiting. Okay, that's it for this video on the Cotswolds. If you want to see more videos like this, especially around the UK, please do subscribe and hit that bell button to be notified of any future videos that I upload. If you want to keep up to date with where I'm heading next, you can also follow my Instagram. So until next time guys, I'll see you in the next one.